cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host, Freddie G, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. And you can find us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And if you're on YouTube, please don't forget to like and or subscribe. What's going on, fellas? Welcome back to another True Tuesday episode. Today, I thought I'd do something different. I wanted to see if I could connect to, well, not connect, but the topic that I wanted to discuss today was love versus lust. And I know a lot of women out there, when dealing with these men, you get it twisted, and you think that a lot of times you may be in love when in fact, it's just lust that's going on. And since we're the Mind of Men, I thought we'd discuss, try to open our minds up and discuss, the differences to try to help these ladies, understand a lot better if and when they're being, bamboozled, and just not in it for the sexual. You know what I'm saying, fellas?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Comedian 96, you I don't even know if you've ever been in love.
I've been in love. We all been in love on this. If you hadn't been in love, something wrong with you.
Well, that's true. But did the other person love you?
That's the question right there. That would be the question. The other person.
So you didn't get the message. You didn't get that memo. Huh?
Took you a while to grow up. Sometimes you realize, you be like, man, you know what? This motherfucker didn't love me at all. I should have. Never mind. I can't do what I wanted. Should have wanted to.
But as a man, we first thing we see is the physical.
Yeah.
I know that's normal for a man. I can't speak for a female, but as a man, the first thing we see is the physical.
First thing.
And that TNA is one of the first things that will catch my eye. I'm gonna go ahead and admit that. But anything else I say after that doesn't necessarily pertain to myself.
But these women have turned into men now these days.
I agree.
They look for the penis first now, right? I just read a post, and I'm not joking. I read this last night, and this girl say, "This is all the qualities I want in a good man," right? So it started off with good dick. That was the very first. Then God-fearing and all the other stuff, financially stable. So I'm literally that. I think women's priorities have changed and lapsed over the years. It's not the same.
I agree. I mean, this is a sex-crazed world we live in, so I think there's a lot more lust going on than loving.
Oh, of course.
Which is what the world needs now.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
What song is that, Slash? I was trying to Stacey Latta song, huh?
What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Yeah.
That's Stacey Latta song, right?
Man, you got me.
Okay, my bad. Put you on the spot like that.
You got the Ice Spice and the Megan saying no. All we need is penis, is sweet penis, not sweet love.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Yeah,
man.
it's a difference.
But back to what I was saying, when we see as a man, the first thing we see is the physical,
right.
And I think we're immediately lusting at that time.
At that point, that's where it starts.
I could definitely smash that.
It starts there.
Yeah, it starts there.
But what happens when the lust wears off?
That's the thing, once we get that first nut, if we're lucky enough to smash, is it over with then?
Yeah, what happens after that?
Me, this is how I am. I look at you, ooh, that mother fine, that mother, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, we got that established. I'm going straight for personality. Now, she can be fine as hell, but she got a messed up attitude. She's no longer fine to me no more.
Yeah, because you don't want to be around that all the time.
No,
that's out.
I'm good.
Yeah, you ain't got time for that. Nobody got time for that.
So let me ask this question. We've all been in relationships. Some of us have been married, and some of us are still married. Mm-hmm. Do you think in each and every relationship that you've been in, that person, you lusted for that person? I'm not asking did you love him or fall in love with him, but was lust involved at some point in time at all?
At the whole time.
At the whole time, at the beginning, at the end, all the way through. When I do get married, I'm not gonna marry nobody I'm not sexually attracted to. And like the show, to reference back to the show we had, Sister Big Girl, I'm gonna marry someone physically that I'm attracted to. 125 to 155 Subway. She has room to. If she does get bigger, that's fine. Even if she does get big, I'm not gonna divorce her. But I'm not going to. She's gonna be physically how I want her the first day I meet her.
Okay, you just said something that brings another question, and I'm glad you said it. You said you're not gonna marry anybody that you're
not physically attracted to.
So, you believe lust does belong in a relationship. So you believe you can have lust and love in a relationship.
I believe. You can't let the lust overpower your love. You get what I'm saying? You can't just have a straight lustful spirit. It's a difference between being lustful and then like, oh man, I'm really attracted to them.
Because when you're in love, you actually want to be around that person. Yeah,
you want to be around. You want to be. You can't wait to get home to her. To me, that form of lust is in a relationship is okay. It's that lust that. I just want to hit it. I don't want to know nothing about her. I just want to tear it up. That lust is a different lust. It's because you in it for the wrong reason. You're just trying to tap and go. Like stop and go, but it's tap and go. That lust is totally different from the lust of this my gal, man. She just fine as hell, man. Every time I touch her, I want her. That lust is you trying to stay there. But if you trying to just tap and just hit and go and do it to the next chick and the next chick and the same with the women, they don't do that. They like to go on dates with the people they love.
So that's lusting though. When you just
tap and go, and you're just doing it for sexual purposes only. Oh, she got a big booty. I like the way it jiggle.
Yeah.
That's lust.
That's just lust.
Yeah. I like the way your booty jiggle. Not what type of person you are. I like spending time with you.
Yeah,
I just like the way your booty jiggle from the back. Yeah. That's lust. That's lust to me.
So ain't everybody that you smash, you didn't actually lusted for. You ain't got nothing out there that you just I just hit like charity. Charity.
What you mean charity?
You've lusted for everybody that you didn't hit, basically.
Everybody has.
You ain't got no regrets.
No. I took a couple for the team.
Okay, that's okay.
We were all taking one for the team. Be like, God, I can't believe I'm doing it.
But you didn't lust for that person.
I didn't really lust. I was taking it for the team. Look, a nut is a nut, right? No matter where it goes, in our hand.
Yeah, but they can be expensive, so you might want to know where it's going.
As long as it's not a man or a child, and it's a woman of age, a nut is a nut. We'll take one for the team, but for the most part, if I'm going after a woman and I'm chasing her, I'm trying to date her, I'm lusting her.
Okay.
Right off the rip, right? I like I said, overlusting is I don't care anything about her. I don't want to know nothing about her. I don't care to know her name. I just want to see her booty jiggle. Then that's to me that's just you just a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like that point, it's just a lust. That's a lust hoe. Hoe lust.
Mm-hmm. I think you're trying to create a word, and you may have Webster put that in a few years.
Yeah, hoe lust. He's a hoe lust. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
So you mentioned when you began courting a female. So if you're taking that route of courting, then you eventually seeking love. I'm assuming.
You ain't eventually gonna fall in love if you keep doing.
Yeah, it's inevitable that love is gonna come into play.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, but
it depends, and then depending on how you feel about that person too.
Exactly. Because if you know she'll F up and she just ain't no good, that phone always on silent. Paul is calling, but his name is saved under Paulette.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna to you can't keep tapping. You can't keep lusting for somebody like that because you keep tapping, you're gonna eventually fall in love. So you gotta stop.
I disagree with that.
You disagree with that?
I do.
No, if it's good, you ain't gonna keep going.
So I disagree with it. So lusting is just the only thing. When it comes to lusting, it's a strong sexual desire. That's lust.
Yes.
A strong sexual desire.
Yes.
Now today's show is love versus lust, right? When you're in love with somebody, you tend to put that person before yourself in a lot of cases.
And that pussy good, I do that.
And
go ahead.
And you can actually love that person, even, and you would know that at some point, the sex itself, you're gonna get old, and you would have to actually. There has to be something there to keep you tied, other than just sex. That's because you're in love, right? And at some point, if you're in love, chances are you will marry.
So you're saying the love is what's keeping you there?
The love. If you fall in love with somebody, I believe that that's not tied
To
and
lust.
revolving around lusting.
No.
I think that has a lot to do with who you are and how you open yourself up to that individual, how vulnerable you're able to be around that individual, and how that individual treats you and how you're treating one another. That could potentially lead to falling in love. At some point, the sex is going to wear out. I'm not saying that wear out from a standpoint of you're not having sex. It's actually going to be routine.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's going to wear out. And then if you're in the relationship because of lust, you'll find yourself just going to lusting for another woman.
And go and smash somebody else.
But if it's love, then it's something totally different. It's something that's keeping you tied and even stronger there to keep you there, if that makes sense.
So, if y'all were listening to me, I said he just articulated it better than I did, but I said the same exact thing. Lust is in the beginning. Love comes later. So we all, when we look at a woman, we're like, ooh, tear that pussy up. All of us. I don't care. You can get mad.
Which is lusting.
Right?
Which is lusting.
Yeah, that's lust.
Okay.
That's initial. We do not meet a girl that say, oh, I wonder if she knows a lot about biology and chemistry. No, we don't do that.
That's not a different way of lusting?
That's not, no. Who loves
Mental
those?
lust? Mental?
I don't lust
Mental
on no damn
lusting?
biology.
I'm asking.
Who lust?
You just created a goddamn word, so I'm asking, is mental lust or such a thing?
No, that's mental lust. No, there's no mental lust. So there's no such thing as there's no mental lust. Okay, so men we does physically. So I agree with Freddie G all the way, right? Because you're right, it's lust in the beginning. He just kind of used his voice of reason and articulated what I wanted. I just looked that word up, articulate. So what I said in the past. So everything I said was perfectly redundant.
So I want to say what I got out of it.
Okay.
Lust is wanting to constantly hit that pussy.
Yes.
Love is, I'll wait on that pussy. From the way he explained it.
You go deal with
Sexually,
things.
That's what love said.
You'll deal with things that if you're in love, you'll deal with certain things.
Yeah,
your
you'll
patience,
deal,
your tolerance, all that.
Right.
But if that pussy good, you will deal with certain things.
Check it out, man. What I described to you guys is called a sapiosexual person. So let me elaborate. So,
Sapiosexual or sapo?
sapiosexual.
How you spell it? S-A-P-I-O?
S-A-P-I-O.
That's sapiosexual. You know what that
Okay.
means, right?
Why don't you tell me, then I'll elaborate.
Okay. What I seen, it means whoever I'm dating at that time, whether it's a man or a woman, that's who I like.
So,
it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. If I'm with
simply put, is someone who cannot be attracted to someone unless they first develop an emotional connection. So that means you got to talk to this motherfucker to see if she's even on your level. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me finish.
I like that.
that means you got to talk to this motherfucker to see if she crazy or not.
Yeah.
To see if she's really on your level and y'all can have a conversation, because you can be fine, you can be sexy, but you can't stand to be around this motherfucker because she dumb.
Yes.
Or she's on some stupid shit.
All the time.
You know?
That's a turn off.
So hold on one second. So with that being said, if you are lusting for somebody, then yeah, okay, you can have some one night stands and not get to know the motherfucker and be a trail. I lust at this motherfucker. But eventually, at some point, you're gonna got to get to know this motherfucker
You
to
better
see
be
if there's somebody
sexual.
that you can be with.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Damn
you got
right.
some men that have morals and values about themselves.
Better have
and be
some.
like, you know what, man, let me take you out. Let me get to know you. Let me see what's up with you before we
have
go
some.
there.
Yeah,
Right.
Because
better have
for some men,
morals.
that's a turn on. To
Yeah.
see, man, some men can be turned on, but damn, man, she's so smart.
Man,
I like talking
I just
to
like
her,
being
man.
around
You
her.
got a good vibe going
Yeah.
on.
I like
Because
being around
At
her.
the end of the day,
Yeah.
that sex shit get old.
Yeah.
It do. It
That
do.
shit
That
gonna
shit
die.
get old.
It get old.
Yeah, man.
Now you can be attracted to somebody. You can be attracted to somebody, their intellect, their conversation, and that's always sexy to you. So that makes you lust after them
Nah,
because of
that's
how
what
they
works.
carry themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can be lust.
So that's what I meant when I was asking, can you mentally lust? It is meant.
Most women say they want to be mentally fucked. That's what most women I meet. They don't want the sexual. They want to be mentally.
No. Check it out, man. I understand your question.
thanks.
man. I understand your question, man.
Can
So-
you lust for somebody's mind, basically, just like you can lust for their body?
Yes. Let me tell you, on the intellectual level, you can be emotionally connected to somebody.
Right.
That emotional connection, that has to come from conversation.
Yeah. There's no other way.
There's no physical there.
Right.
It's emotional. So once let me show you something, man. You can actually talk to somebody, man, and hear somebody's story, a female's story, and be like, man, she been done bad by a lot of dudes, right? A lot of dudes done her bad or whatever. And I can't see why dudes would have done her that way.
Right.
You know, she doesn't display any of the stuff that she been through by men.
Right.
And that alone could make you be like, you know what? I don't want to ever have to put her through what she experienced from another guy, right? So you steady courting her, you steady talking, and you're listening to her. So now the conversation is going deep, and now you're emotionally turned on by her. You wanna go do kind things for her.
Okay.
You wanna go and do stuff for her.
Okay.
Hell no, because you look what he just said. If she been done wrong by multiple dudes,
That turned you off.
I mean, if she's been done wrong by multiple dudes, it would leave a question in my head. What's wrong with you?
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? What's wrong with you?
I get that. I get
I
that.
mean,
you know what?
I can see
you know
one
what?
dude.
No,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah. Yeah.
I do get that. But let me flip the script here.
Yeah.
This may not apply to you,
Okay.
but let me flip the script here. Some guys have been done wrong by multiple women because they were nice guys.
Right.
And
Yeah.
for some reason
Such as myself.
they meet these women who mistreat them.
Right.
That do them like
So
that.
here's the thing: ain't nothing wrong with the dude.
Yes,
He
it
just
is.
been taken advantage of.
Yes, it is something wrong with him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with him. He playing Captain Save-A-Ho. Stop it.
Oh, I don't,
Stop.
I don't be saving
So-
no.
Because if you talking to a bad chick and you can't keep her and she just trying to get you for your money, you playing
Oh,
Captain
I don't give
Save-A-Ho.
away no money.
That's
So-
the man we
that ain't-
describe.
ain't
The
giving-
nice guy.
That's probably why.
That's who we
I'm
describe
not giving
him.
away no money.
But check it out, though.
Yeah.
Check it
I'm
out.
not
He
giving
may
away.
not know that he's a Captain Save-A-Ho.
He
may
better
not
know
know.
it.
Yeah.
He may just be, you know what? This is my type of woman. She's 5'25".
Right. Shots fired. Shots fired.
No, I think in that scenario, Slash is using the lust is taking over.
Yeah, because he playing Captain Save-A-Ho. I don't want nobody else to do her
You
like
keep
this.
saying
You don't even know
I'ma
her
say
like.
some shit. I ain't even paid for shit.
No. Not so much as I don't want nobody else to do her like this. Let me make sure
You go after her.
that I show her that not all men are like what she's
She
experienced.
experienced. Right.
Not all men. / you don't fit. You don't fall in the category of all men. And if a woman puts you in the category, you just like all the rest of the men. The first thing to come out your mouth is, hell no, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm a different type of dude.
Right.
That's
I'm a
the
different
first
type of
thing
dude.
I would say,
And on top of that, let me add this. I am a high value dude.
That's right.
You may have dealt with low value dudes.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at somebody that you talk to somebody, you be like, you know what? I'm attracted to her, and I want to see what she about. But the first thing I need to do is make sure she understands that I'm not the regular dude you used to dealing with.
I ain't him.
I ain't like that.
Yeah, I'm not him.
And I get that.
So
that's my
please
point I'm
don't
trying to make.
don't put me. I'm not him. We two different. Cause see, they'll be in their relationship thinking about their past. Not to change it, but that's how women do.
I think age plays a factor. Because I think as we're young, when we're young, we're not thinking about being in love
at all.
We just thinking about hitting and running the most, seeing the most we can hit at that time.
Yeah.
So the older we get, like Freddie G said earlier, sex. It don't get old, but that's some. It takes some work.
Yeah,
we tired nowadays.
Yeah, it's some
So,
kind of way.
Say it do get old or don't get old.
It does.
It does.
It
Well,
does
get old.
Get
I'll be
old.
damned.
It takes work though. That's exercise. That increase your heart rate, bro. Depends on how you fucking.
I'll be damned.
Your heart rate don't go up after you didn't
Hell
have
yeah,
a
but
session.
I'll be damned if it go get old though. I'm just gonna have a heart rate and
I'm just saying, you can't do a lot of things that you did 20 years ago.
I still have a lot of energy, man. I don't know why. I still have a lot of energy. I don't brag on it though. If you notice, I don't brag, but I have a lot of energy. I feel like I'm 16 still.
Okay, well, shit.
I'm being honest.
I ain't mad.
I
at
just
you.
don't. I don't say when y'all be like,
So your vitamin
So
blue.
I'm still waiting.
Your vitamin
I'm
blue.
still waiting on like my cousins always tell me about the pains and stuff. I'm like, I'm 51, but I'm waiting and I'm like, nothing's happening. I still feel young. I'm
Is your
serious.
vitamin blue?
Nah, it's green. I mean, it's it's water. It's white or clear.
One last question, fellas, before we get up out of here. I know one can fall out of love. Is it possible to fall out of lust?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
very.
it's possible.
Yes. I think it's easier to fall out of lust than out of love.
By strictly not seeing that person for a long time, and it just finally wear off.
Yeah, it can wear off, but it lust down there works like love because if it was good, you could be 30 years down the line. Cause I still think about a girl from Australia 30 years ago. I was like, ooh, that mother was good.
But if you lusting it, you looking more at the physical.
Yeah, I know,
correct?
but I mean, I'm saying you can forget. You can't forget. You can lose feelings and lose, like, man, it ain't worth it. Like that. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Sort of like love. You can fall
I
out
don't
of
have
love.
to like you to fuck you.
I know, but sometimes, no matter how good it is, being on that person, it's just not worth it. I don't care how good it is, love or lust. It's not worth it. That person just could be a messed up person, and it's just not worth it.
Man, look.
Yeah.
It's easier to fall out of lust than love, right? In my opinion, right? So if you love somebody, man, you may love them in a different capacity. The type of love you had before them previously
Right.
may be a little bit different now, but you still got love for this person. Versus if that person is 125 pounds like you like him from me in 96,
Here we go,
and the
shoot
next
again.
time you see her, she 300 pounds, you ain't lusting over that no more according to
I
your standards.
got love for you, though. I'm just not in love with you.
And that proves what I said.
Yeah, it does.
Shots fired.
Damn.
Subliminal shots
I
fired.
got show 4 times.
You guys
in one
gonna have
show.
to listen to previous shows to know what that one was about. But we appreciate y'all joining us, ladies. I don't know if you got anything out of this show in regards to the difference between love versus lust. Tune in tomorrow. This concludes another True Tuesday episode, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for Women Wednesday with Freddie G. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all you YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.